This is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host on SNN Network. And joining me right now is Peter Altman. He is the president and CEO of BioCardia, Inc. It's a publicly traded company. The symbol is BCDA on NASDAQ. You can actually see Peter give an investor presentation at our upcoming virtual event, the SNN Network Summer Virtual Event, happening August 17 through 19. To register and see his presentation, please go to conference.snn.network. With that, Peter, thank you so much for joining me today. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks, Robert.
It's great to have you on. So let's start off, if you can you give us a quick overview and history of the company, and then we'll go from there.
Sure. So BioCardia is focused on cellular and cell-derived therapies for cardiac and pulmonary disease. Our origins many years ago were focusing on the delivery solution for cardiac cell, gene, and protein-based therapies. Along the way, we've actually spun off a couple of other companies. One has done well, one has done less well. The efforts today are focused on our three lead programs, which utilize our delivery technologies. And then also a pulmonary application, which is based on one of the cell therapies we're advancing for cardiovascular disease. Our lead indications in cardiac are all enormous unmet needs of ischemic heart failure, which is heart failure that happens after a heart attack, and chronic myocardial ischemia, which is typically characterized by severe, debilitating chest pain. Today we are in two pivotal trials. So the programs we're running, even though we're a MicroCap, we are running pivotal trials in two cardiac indications, which is remarkable for a small company, but we can do this because we have Medicare reimbursement for the trial, which makes it a capital efficient program to advance.
What would you say makes the company unique and different compared to some of your peers out there that are also looking at similar indications?
Well, there's a lot that makes BioCardia different. I think at the highest level, I would say we've taken a real comprehensive approach to what we're doing. So our cell therapies aren't just the cells. They include a selection diagnostic that's proprietary that basically selects the patients with appropriate cells. They include a cell processing technology capability. It includes a delivery technology capability. And so that is rather unique on its own. But I note that we have the only ongoing trials for a cardiac cell or gene therapy that qualifies as a pivotal trial. No other trials have made it to this level. I note we're the only program that has Medicare reimbursement for the trials as they're ongoing. And so, all of those, sort of first in class opportunities make us very different. I think the last thing is, we're really rigorous about following the data. And the technologies we have, many of them are already actually FDA cleared or approved in Europe, and we're bringing them together around these therapies. So there's a lot of rigor in the design and development and the validation data of each and everything we're doing as we're going forward, because the diagnostic is already run in a regulated laboratory here in the United States. The cell harvest kits are already FDA approved. The cell processing is already FDA approved. The cell delivery is approved in Europe, and elements of it are actually approved here in the United States. And so those approvals that underlie all the little pieces, it's a novel way to advance things, and I think it de-risks things for investors in BioCardia.
Very good. And Peter, what's your background? I mean, how did you come into all this?
I've been with BioCardia since inception. I was one of a founding team of cardiologists and scientists that came together behind BioCardia, including, very distinguished cardiologists out of Stanford. Along the way, I've been involved in creating the other companies that came out of BioCardia. And so even though it's been a long haul, there's been a lot of interesting value creation moments that I've been involved in and shareholders have been involved in, and different perspectives. We started as a delivery company working with others, and we've worked with almost everybody in the field. And as delivery companies do, you evolve to become a therapeutics company. It's kind of interesting that 20 years ago, I was interviewed on what the future of BioCardia would be. And we're actually doing that today, advancing autologous cell therapy with our best-in-class delivery technologies.
Very good. Well, to close us out here today, before I let you go, from what you can tell us, what would you say are some of the company's value catalysts now for the rest of 2021 going into 2022?
Yeah, we have some biggies in 2021. So right now we're about to begin enrollment in our second pivotal trial. We've actually already consented first patients there, so you know that's imminent. And then we're looking towards acceptance of 2 investigational new drug applications for our allogenic neurokinin-1 mesenchymal stem cell platform for the indications of heart failure and for acute respiratory distress. And although acute respiratory distress seems different from what we're doing in the cardiac space, it's a local delivery paradigm, just like our catheter-based delivery to the heart is a local delivery paradigm. So both have enormous promise, both follow great data sets, and those 3 milestones are ahead in the next, 5 months now.
Very good. Well, with that, Peter, where can our audience go and find more information to follow along the BioCardia story?
The BioCardia website is a great resource. Also, clinicaltrials.gov contains additional details. And if you're a patient with ischemic heart failure, there's cardiamp.com, which is the site for our clinical trial, all of which have very valuable information on the therapies we're advancing today.
And that's biocardia.com, right?
BioCardia. Yep.
Very good. Peter, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Good luck. Stay safe. And I look forward to our next update.
I also. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you.